Welcome to this edition of Literary Reviews. My name is Mateo Lopez Smith. In this episode, we will be reviewing Ernest Hemingway's 1926 novel, The Sun Also Rises. Please forgive me, but I need to use my regular speaking voice. This fake Spanish accent is hard to maintain. The novel opens in the mid-1920s in the sophisticated yet emotionally sterile expatriate circles of Paris. Jake Barnes is defined by a permanent war wound that left him impotent. This physical injury serves as a powerful metaphor for the emotional sterility and disillusionment plaguing his entire generation. The central conflict is Jake's agonizing, unconsummated love for the beautiful, restless, and self-destructive Lady Brett Ashley.
Jake, look at that woman who just walked in. I know her. Her name is Brett Ashley.
Hello, Jake. It's good to see you again.
Brett, constantly seeking distraction through alcohol and brief affairs, loves Jake but cannot endure a relationship devoid of a physical dimension. Their impossible situation drives the group's self-destructive behavior. The tension is immediately amplified by Robert Cohn, an idealistic, wealthy writer whose romantic desperation sharply contrasts with the group's cynicism, quickly marking him as a vulnerable outsider destined for conflict and humiliation.
Really? Oh my God. You are so pathetic.
Seeking an escape from the psychological chaos of Paris, Jake travels to Spain and is joined by his friend, the American writer Bill Gorton. This segment offers a brief, authentic respite from the decadence of city life. Bingo! Jake and Bill go on a secluded, restorative fishing trip in the mountains near Bourchette. This experience is a moment of clean living, finding simple, genuine pleasure in the natural world and their camaraderie.
Are you using a lure?
The water is a little murky. I think I'm going with live bait.
You keeping up with the Yankees?
Not really. I've been listening to more boxing on the radio than baseball. Beans aren't so good for breakfast. We should have brought some bacon and eggs in the igloo.
This temporary piece, characterized by sobriety and discipline, highlights Hemingway's code hero ideal. A self-imposed moment of grace before the inevitable return to emotional chaos. This interlude stands in stark contrast to the destruction awaiting them at the upcoming Pamplona fiesta.
I didn't order the paella. I'd like to speak to the manager.
I hate tourists.
The narrative shifts to Pamplona, where the entire group, Jake, Bill, Brett, Cohn, and Brett's fiancé, the perpetually drunk Mike Campbell, converges for the annual San Fermin Festival. The atmosphere of unrestrained drinking, excitement, and ritualized danger amplifies the group's tensions to a breaking point.
All right, a little snort in the morning and some music will get this party started.
Run for your lives! Everyone except Robert!
Cohn's desperate pursuit of Brett, fueled by a brief prior affair, culminates in violent confrontations. The emotional core centers on Pedro Romero, a 19-year-old bullfighter who embodies an authentic passion and true grace under pressure that is entirely absent in the expatriates. Brett, drawn to his purity, engages in an affair with him.
Mucho gusto. Mi nombre es Pedro Romero.
This final betrayal shatters the group, prompting Cohn to lash out in a drunken fury, humiliatingly attacking Jake, Mike, and Romero. The fiesta, meant as a celebration of life, serves instead as a stage for their ultimate moral and emotional collapse. The group disintegrates immediately after the festival's climax, with Mike and Cone departing in disgrace.
Jake receives a telegram from Brett, who has fled to Madrid with Romero but is now distressed and needs Jake's help.
Jake travels to her, only to learn she has sent the bullfighter away, believing her destructive influence and corrupted lifestyle would ruin his art and his future. In this singular act of self-sacrifice, Brett shows a flash of moral clarity. In the novel's final, iconic scene, Jake and Brett ride in a taxi, discussing their tragic, impossible love.
We could have had a wonderful life together.
Isn't it pretty to think so?
This exchange definitively closes the novel on a note of permanent, resigned futility and profound disillusionment. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Literary Reviews.